This is Robert Goodman for Positive Strokes. I'm glad that you have some time to listen to some good points, things that maybe make you think, rethink situations. It's just a perspective that I'm giving, a positive perspective on sometimes some bad situations or some good situations. You know, I've been away for a minute, and that's because I've been handling personal business, and life is in session. You know, I've learned that you have to be ready and willing to go with the flow of life when life is in session. You know, you go into your normal routine, your weekly routine, and everything is, just the normal, and everything is good. And all of a sudden, unforeseen occurrence change the perspective or the program that you normally have. You know. That's why, to me, it's most important that the time when everything is going smooth and the regular program is in effect, that I allow myself to get much rest, relaxation, and ready for the unforeseen occurrence that will pop up. Because me being 64, I've learned that unforeseen occurrences pop up on a regular basis. Sometimes there's a longer gap in between, sometimes there's a shorter gap. Sometimes they come all at one time. But I have to be mentally, physically ready to deal with the situation when they pop up. So I need to talk to y'all about something. For me, I've learned that what used to work doesn't work today. Why do I say that? Well, when I was doing my thing, the money was flowing and I was doing, but it's all illegal. I'm involved in some very illegal things, and I was running after that paper, that money. But the things that I want to point on is that they were working. But now, as I've gotten older and my life perspective of looking at things and where I'm at today, I must change my entire behavior because my behavior is not the same as it was in the past. For instance, I didn't care about breaking the law as long as I got my paper. You got to catch me, I'm going to get that paper. I'm going to get that money. And I'm going to cover myself. Because, see, I'm going to do it by myself because if I do it with somebody, they're going to tell. They get jammed up, they telling. Self-preservation, they're telling. They're going to try to protect themselves. And that's rightfully so because each individual will do whatever they need to do to protect themselves. It's whether you're family, friends, or a stranger. It doesn't matter. Self-preservation trumps everything. Self-preservation trumps everything. So you cannot be mad at a person when they get you, and this may be a loved one or maybe a stranger. Because it's about self-preservation. Understand the act and the reason for the act, why you got done the way you done. So that's meaning for me is that I must look at each situation objectively, without feelings, without being mad, without being upset. I must look at the facts and judge the situation on the facts, which will cause me to come out with a better answer than the answer if I acted on feelings, which I'm going to come out with a way different answer. And that feeling is going to fester, and the sore is going to be open, and it's going to grow, and it's going to stay with me, and I'm going to be constantly in this pain and having this negativity that's going to wear me down. Negativity of a situation that's going to wear me down, that's going to cloud my judgment, so I cannot present myself in the best facts and actions on the present. I'll be missing things that are happening to me in the present because that wound or that situation is ruling in my brain. That situation is ruling in my brain. So if the situation is ruling in my brain because it's something that has hurt me and I haven't let it go, then I'm going to cause myself not to see the blessings that are right in front of me. Because the pain and the misery and the hurt is going to take over and you're going to be living in that situation. Why do I say that? Because for 40 years I lived in the pain of the past. I carried these wounds all my life. I carried each situation all my life. But I never paid attention to my present. And I didn't build nothing for the future. Because it consumed me for 40 years. So I share this with you so you can have an idea that if something happens, it's not really directed at you. You're just a means to an end. Because this is the best that that person can do to save themselves where they think in their own minds. But it's not personal. Maybe they did what they did because another situation is causing them to act in a manner that they is, and they feel that they're going to be caught out there. So they're trying to save themselves. We don't know all the facts. So don't sit and think that it's all personal to you. Because we never know what that other person is going through for them to even do something like that. This is Robert Goodman for Positive Strokes. I hope you listen to what I had to say. I hope it helps you. Understand that a lot of things that happened to me was not really directed at me. It was a means for that person to survive. They used me to survive because this is all that they knew. And it wasn't just one person, it's been several persons. So I know it wasn't me. Not by my actions, not by my deeds. It was the agenda that they had for themselves, hoping that what they was doing will save themselves. This is looking at you. Remember, I'm back. You're going to see a lot more of me. I'm sorry that I've been gone. I'm sorry that I haven't given the attention that it needs. But, you know, when life is incessant and you are a family man, then you must handle your business. Make sure the family's okay. Yes, your immediate family. Because you being a man, your responsibility is to your immediate family first. Because if you believe in the good book, it says a man will leave his mother and father and he'll take them as a wife and they will become one. So that means that you can't do everything else. You got to take care of the family first. Because that's your obligation. That's your commitment. That's your love from your heart that this is what you want to do. Ladies, you have good men. If you got a man going to work every day, he come home. If you got a man out there working hard to try to survive, to make a better life for you, you got a good man. Understand though, us men, we go through some changes. We're not in a position to sit there and cry, oh me, or be hurt We put all that on the back burner, which builds up a lot of pressure on men. Because we're not handling the situation, we're not releasing the pain, we're not feeling better about ourselves. You know, they say behind every great man is a good woman. Behind every great man, there is a good woman. So by a woman supporting herself, supporting her man, standing by, allowing him to be who he is, to express himself in all ways, will give him the strength to give you the treasures of your heart. Will give him the strength and the power to give you the treasures of your heart.